Hey guys, what's going on? Professor here, and today I'm coming at you with another top 10 video. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 best LEGO Star Wars sets from Episode 6. As always, if you do enjoy, don't forget to go down there and hit that like button, and if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this one. As always, we're going to start out with number 10, Rave Set number 7657. This is the ATIE from 2007, retailed for $20, came with 244 pieces, and the one ATIE pilot you can see right there. As opposed to some of the newer ATSTs, this one definitely is a little bit more rigid. It looks a lot more blocky. It doesn't look as smooth overall. But I definitely think this was a great starting place for the ATST. LEGO's continue to build off of this design. It does have some nice function. You can turn the head left and right. The legs can move. So it does have some nice functionality. And it looks decent for the time. But just because of that kind of blocky design, it is down here at number 10 on the list. But moving on to number 9, we've set number 6208. This is the B-Wing fighter from 2006. This one retailed for $35, came with 435 pieces, and very similar to the ATST. I definitely think that this is a little bit of a rougher model. It's not nearly as polished as, like, for example, the UCS B-Wing, but obviously that UCS set being a lot more detailed. This one comes with 2 minifigures, being the B-Wing pilot and 10 Num, who is the same species as 9 Num. So that's kind of what that minifigure looks like. But like I was saying, overall, it looks like a B-Wing. It's very nice. The wing functionality, I believe, does work, where you can fold it up into the collapsed shape, or you can have it open like you see here in this photo. But overall, very basic set here, not a ton going on. But just like the ATSD for 2006, this is a passable set that LEGO continued to build on, and that's why this one is down here at number 9. Moving on to number 8, here's the number 6206. This is the ATIE Interceptor, also from 2006. This one retailed for $20 with 212 pieces. And aside from the color scheme, which I always complain about the early ATIE models being the blue and black, not the normal gray and black of today, this is a very nicely designed set. Comes with the one minifigure, the ATIE Interceptor pilot. That cockpit piece is printed. It's still used today. It's a very nice piece that LEGO has obviously used all the way back then and continues to use. It's a very nice piece, like I said. Overall, the ATIE Interceptor is very nicely designed. Really what brings this down is the color scheme. But yeah, this is a very well-shaped TIE vehicle, I guess you could say. I'm not entirely sure if you can fold the wings or not, if you want to have them upright or if you want to have them bent like in the photo here. But overall, aside from this color scheme, a very nicely designed TIE ship, but that color scheme being incorrect really does bring that one down at number 8 right here. Moving on to number 7, though, we have set number 7754. This is the Home One Mon Calamari Star Cruiser. This one came out in 2009 and was the winner of the 10th anniversary fan vote. This one retailed, for $110 with 789 pieces. Came with Admiral Akbar, Crix Medine, Lando Calrissian, Amon Mothma, an A-Wing pilot, and a Mon Cala officer. So quite an array of minifigures here. A lot of them are exclusive to this set, so pretty valuable minifigures included in this one. This one just doesn't quite appeal to me because of the way it's laid out. It is a little awkward. You kind of have the little Rebel staging area over there on the left with Mon Mothma and everything, where they were kind of discussing the plan. You have a little control area with Admiral Akbar, and you kind of have this separate hangar area with the A-Wing. It just seems like they were just kind of trying to throw as much in here, but it doesn't really meld that well together overall. I feel like it's very disconnected, and it doesn't go well together. But overall, the minifigures are very nice, and the set itself is, it does look very nice and can be used very well as a playset. You can kind of move that A-Wing around. You have a nice little hangar area for it and everything. But just kind of the disconnect and how non-cohesive it is just kind of brings that one down for me. And that's why this one is at number 7. Moving on to number 6, though, we have set number 75175. This is the A-Wing Starfighter from 2017. This one retailed for $40 with 358 pieces. This one also comes with a Lando Calrissian and A-Wing pilot, and then you also get a Rebel ground crew member over there on the right. Aside from the actual A-Wing, like all the side stuff, honestly, I could care less about that. They just kind of throw it in there, I feel like, to add some pieces. But overall, there isn't too much to talk about that. You can see that over there on the right. Don't really care too much for it. But the A-Wing itself looks very nice. And if you compare this to the recently released UCS A-Wing, I think the actual design is very comparable, obviously a lot smaller, a lot fewer pieces, but just the overall color scheme, the nice red, deep red that's there in the middle and on the wings in the back, just the overall design of the engines, the cockpit area is very nice, plenty of room for that A-Wing pilot. Overall, very nicely designed A-Wing, obviously the best to date at this point, aside from the UCS one, the best playset version, I guess you could say. And then it also comes with some side stuff to mess with if you want to. But otherwise, very nice A-Wing with some nice minifigures. Comes in at number 6. Moving on to number 5, we have set number 7264. This is the Imperial Inspection from 2005. This one retailed for $50, came with 367 pieces, and a ton of minifigures. You get 4 Stormtroopers, the 2 Royal Guards, 2 Imperial officers, and then you also get a Darth Vader and an Emperor Palpatine. Similar to the A-Wing, the kind of side stuff, like that little cart and the little crane area, is kind of not, I don't really care about that too much. Obviously, what you'd be buying the set for is the Imperial Shuttle, which looks very nice. It is very similar to the UCS Imperial Shuttle, just like the A-Wing, but the design is a little rougher. Obviously, there's a lot more brick exposed. It doesn't quite look as smooth, but for the time, this is a very nicely designed Imperial, I can't remember what this thing is called, the Imperial Lander. I honestly don't remember what this is called. I apologize. Floundering right here, but Imperial Inspection set comes with this very nice, Imperial Shuttle, there it is. This Imperial Shuttle that is included in this one is very nice for the time being. And then all just like the A-Wing, comes with some side stuff, but a ton of minifigures, a really nicely designed Imperial Shuttle. Just a little blocky for my taste, and that's why this one comes out at number 5. Moving on to number 4, we have set number 75094. This is the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. Came out in 2015, retailed for $100 with 937 pieces. And this one is very similar to the last one. It comes with a Chewbacca, a Han Solo, a Princess Leia, and 2 Rebel Troopers you can see right down there. This one is very similar to the last one, except obviously a lot larger. And it edges the other one out just because I prefer the design of this one. I think it looks a lot smoother. There's less brick exposed, and I think it flows a lot better. The kind of fin there in the middle looks a lot more streamlined, and then the wings, like I said, they're a lot less blocky. They look much smoother, and I just think it really helps the design out a lot. Not to mention this one does come with some spring-loaded shooters that add some playability as well. And then you also get some nice minifigures thrown in there, some of the Endor variants of the original trilogy heroes. But yeah, overall, very nice Imperial Shuttle. Just edges out the previous one, and that's why I put this one at number 4. Moving on to number 3, though, we have set number 75020. This is the Jabba Sail Barge from 2013. This came in retail for $120, came with 850 pieces. Minifigures included in this one is a Max Rebo. You get Slave Leia Reese, who is the person next to Max Rebo. I didn't even know that was a character. You get a Skiff Guard, and then you also get the R2-D2 with the serving tray, and then obviously you get the giant Jabba the Hutt right there. Overall, I think that this is clearly the best designed Jabba Sail Barge. It is still a little bit small compared to the minifigures, because you kind of put them on there and like Jabba takes up the entire deck area or something like that. So even though this is a little small, I definitely think it is the best design. There's plenty of room to put the minifigures on there. There's some turrets up top where you can put the Skiff Guard and everything. I really love, obviously, how they included the serving tray for R2-D2. A really nice recreation of one of the more iconic scenes from Return of the Jedi. So very nicely designed sail barge, and a nice Jabba the Hutt minifigure is always nice as well. And that's really why this one came in at number 3. Moving on to number 2, we have set number 75093. This is the Death Star Final Duel from 2015. This one retailed for $80 with 724 pieces. You get the 2 Royal Guards, a Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Emperor Palpatine. This is very similar to Palpatine's Arrest, this kind of like play set, but it's modeled after a scene from a movie, this one being Return of the Jedi, that final battle between Luke and Darth Vader, and I think that this one is executed very nicely. The kind of Palpatine throne room area, you have his throne right there, you have the nice windows in the background, those are all printed on there, you also have the like blue spires or whatever, you have this little under the stair area where Luke and Darth Vader fought, and then you also have the nice little entrance as well to kind of set the stage. This is a very nice set to just kind of be able to play around, recreate scenes that you enjoy. So it's a very nice way to recreate a scene, like I said, from potentially someone's favorite movie. If they really enjoy Return of the Jedi, this is definitely a set that I recommend picking up. A very nicely looking set. Normally I don't like play sets, but this one is definitely very high up on my list, and that's why I put this one at number 2. And finally, the number 1 set from Episode 6, in my opinion, is set number 8038, Battle of Endor from 2009. This is one of the 10th anniversary sets. Retail for $100, came with 890 pieces. And one of my main things that I love about this set is just how much they packed into it for the $100 price tag. You get the Endor bunker, and while it is a little bit small, I definitely think that it works. You're able to expand it to kind of fit more people in there and really be able to use it as a playset. You get an ATST, and while it is scaled down and the function and design is a lot rougher than basically any other ATST, it's nice that they were able to put this in here and still put this at a reasonable price. You get 2 speeder bikes, you get a little Ewok stone launcher area, you get an Ewok glider, and then a ton of minifigures. You get a Chewbacca, Han Solo, Princess Leia, R2-D2, 2 Scout Troopers. You get 3 Ewoks, that being Wicket, Poplu, and Chief Chirpa. You get an Imperial Trooper, and you get 2 Rebel Commandos, so a ton of minifigures, a ton of stuff going on in this set. And it has been way too long since LEGO has released an Endor bunker set. LEGO definitely needs to come out with another one of these, as this was definitely one of my favorite sets from the 10th anniversary wave, and I think they executed it perfectly. And really encapsulating this kind of all Endor final battle from Return of the Jedi. Really, my least favorite part about this set is the ATST, just because you can really see the legs are very exposed. They don't look that great. Even the head is a little bit rough, but I do think it is passable, like I said. But they were I just love how they were able to pack all of this into a nice, compact $100 set and put it as one of the 10th anniversary sets. Definitely the highlight of that wave, in my opinion, and that's why this one came in at number 1 on this list. But guys, that'll be it for this one. As always, if you did enjoy, don't forget to go down there and hit that like button, and if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.